we do this show. Excuse me, we don't know like where we're gonna happen in the lineup until we actually get here. So I got here tonight and they're like, oh, no big deal, we just have you going last. I'm like, oh my God. So I texted my best friend, I'm like, they have me going last, like the headliner. I need like more stuff. And you know, being supportive of the people that know you the longest, right? She was like, okay, well, don't shart yourself up there. She's like, that's all anybody knows about Al Roker now, right? Like, anyway, so how's everybody doing tonight? Yay! Off to a good start. So pretty much everybody's from Key West tonight, right? Yeah. Or, you know, some of you may have come all the way down from like Big Pine. A long way to go. Thanks for coming out. So most of us, or a lot of us in this room, probably work in the tourist industry. How's everybody doing for Hell Week? We getting through it? Well, thank you guys for coming out. Like, none of my staff came out tonight. There's a couple of them out there. But, yeah, Hell Week is something else, isn't it? Like, I know we all, like, you know, going to the tourist well is kind of an easy thing to do, material-wise, but goddamn, they leave us a lot of material, right? So last night, I take the reservation line a couple times a week. I work at Lazy Dog Kayaks and Paddleboards. We have 2 tours daily, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So we have this guy call, and this time of year you get a lot of people down here that, you know, probably aren't familiar with a lot of the activities they sign up to do, or, you know, the ocean, or breathing. So he was like, so you have 4-person kayaks, right? I'm like, no. We have single kayaks, double kayaks. And for some reason when I picture the 4-man kayak, I don't picture it like this. I picture it like going this way. Totally got this. So once we went through the 10 minutes of we don't have a 4-man kayak, he was pretty cool. He was like, you know, yeah, okay, so we want to rent tomorrow afternoon. We're up in Homestead. It says on my map. It says it takes 3 hours to get there. Do you have a jet? So 20 minutes of you're not going to make it here for your 1 o'clock kayak rental reservation for the 4 people that didn't want to pay for all 4. They wanted to like come to the dock, put 2 people in, switch out, and go back out again. Because you know, every customer gets their private dock to fly in and out of at will, apparently. So I was like, I don't think you're gonna make it to us. It's like, well, we're gonna leave at 8 o'clock. So we figured, you know, map says 3 hours. Map says 3 hours, like over and over again. I still hear it. And you know, I'm not like a bad person. Just to make sure there's no lightning in here. I didn't want this guy to like pay money and blah, blah, blah. And you know, like we originally got into this business because we get to be outside, we get to make people's vacation dreams come true. But I've been in tourism for 20 years, so I said bye-bye to that goodwill like about 15 years ago. But I didn't want this guy to like drive all the way down here from Homestead, right, to get here for his 1 o'clock kayak rental reservation. I mean, we got good stuff going on, but not that good. So, and he still wasn't convinced. So I did my part, and I don't even know if he came down or not. But yeah, like it's just amazing to me. Like I can't believe, like every year, more and more, just amazed at like what people, you know, do during this We Know Swim holiday, as we call it down here in Key West. And then We Know Kayak kayak or a snorkel either there, pumpkin. And then it's like, you don't know whether like they're, you know what, they're super brave. You know, they can't swim, they've never seen the ocean. Look at them giving this a try. Or they're the dumbest bunch of fuckers we've ever seen in our lives. Like, you know, I can't fly a jet. So I'm probably not going to head on vacation and sign up to take that flight. You know, and something happens to people on vacation too, you know, like it's like the cruise ships, you know, they get off the ship, they're like, ka-ping, and they're like, all their brain matter goes right out with their card. I was on vacation a couple weeks ago. I took a cruise, because, you know, I wanted to get away from it all. I'm a moron. So we went on this like beautiful snorkeling trip in Maui. It was just so great. Snorkeling, I was in there for like 45 minutes, even though it was freezing. The water was like 77. God, I didn't have a wetsuit. I'm a hero. So, snorkeling around, you know, it's beautiful, crystal clear. I can show you the world. Like Dory and everything, you know. Get out of the water onto the boat, go over to my bag, grab my towel. I'm like, oh my God, where's my phone? This didn't happen unless I put this on Facebook. Grab my phone, get my phone. Oh yeah. Apparently, I'm a fucking moron on vacation. I swam for 45 minutes in the salt water with my phone in my pocket. Holy crap. So then me and my friend Liz and Maui, so I'm like, hey, do you know what we want to do after this? He's like, yeah, we're going to get fish tacos and we're going to go on the beach and the lava fields and frolic about and like, can we go to the mall? I have to go to AT&T. So you go to AT&T, I take my phone, it's sad, it looks sad, it just looks sad. Something like that happens. But I like to think I gave it like a great last run, right? All the fish and beautiful things, and I take the phone and I separate it from its case and like, like the water just like gushed out of it. And I'm like, I think this is a manufacturer defect. Did you swim with that phone? No. I did not. It's like, there's a piece of coral. No. It was in a protective bag the whole time. So yeah, we spent an hour at like the King Kamehameha AT&T or whatever. So, souvenirs, making memories. I went on the cruise with my mom. Woo! My mom and I, pretty good friends. She's not gonna watch this because, you know, my dad said the salty language in content makes him uncomfortable. So, but yeah, my mom and I, we've traveled pretty cool places, love to travel together. When I was booking this trip, she wasn't gonna go. No. Booked the trip. I'm like, oh, I'm doing this and this, gonna see my friends and blah, blah, blah. Uneven stage here, I almost went down. Wow. She's like, oh, that sounds nice when I booked the trip. I'm like, oh, do you wanna go? She's like, yes, I do. I'm like, okay, fine. The only problem with me and my mom when we're traveling is when she gets overtired, she gets so mean. And when I get overtired, I am like wicked oversensitive. So, you know, good combination. We were in a tiny room together. You know, it was like, hey, what's up? Tiny showers. I'm not petite. I heard somebody say like it's easier to just put soap on the walls and so we were on that cruise for 10 days. You know, it was super easy to get to Hawaii from here. Never going back. They need to move it closer. And then she flew back with me to Key West, and my dad flew down for a week. So my mom and I were together for like 2.5 weeks. Now I love my mother, I love my dad, but I live alone. It was a little rough going for a while. Like, first of all, like, I never had to wear a bra so much in my entire life as when you're like traveling with somebody, right? Or like you have guests in your house and they don't understand the beauty of just a t-shirt at like 2 in the afternoon. Yeah, you can tell I've lived alone too long because, you know, anytime I actually go to put a bra on or pants, my dog is like, "Where are we going? We're going out?" It is so exciting. Pants too. We must be going on a road trip. So exciting. But yeah, ladies, you know, right? The underwire, especially the well-endowed ladies, like, fuck. Worst thing that can happen to us is when the underwire snaps. You're walking along, you're like, "Ping!" You're like, "I've been hit. I've been hit. Somebody call an ambulance." And then like one's like down here and one's up there. It's super attractive. Yeah, so I was by myself with my mom on a cruise. I'm 45 years old and single. I was like the spinster. This was like olden times. Like, I'd be in my outfit and, you know, I wasn't with Jack down in steerage. People were just feeling bad for me. Actually, not even for me, for my mom. Like, "Oh, poor thing, can't get rid of her." Yeah, my mom didn't realize that, you know, I took a vow and I'm actually in a very committed relationship. Netflix and I have been together for quite a long time. Yes, I'm still watching Gilmore Girls. Stop asking me. It's like 7 seasons. God, Netflix, calm yourself. They're lucky. They have a grand dog and a grand cat and a grand fish and a grand low self-esteem. It's just fine though. You know, when you move down here to the land of misfit boys, and you don't think you're gonna find anyone ever. You know, when you're 20, 25, when I first came down here, you know, blonde and, let's be honest, not much thinner, but it didn't matter. Just saying. We're gonna edit that out later. You know, like boat boys for days. Who doesn't love a boat boy? I got 2 down here that love the boat boys. But then that gets a little old and frowned upon and you're sad or whatever. You should really go after captains, and we've all seen the captains. Except for you, Hans, you're beautiful. I love you. I mean it. So yeah, so what do? There has to be like, there's all these dating apps, right? That if you live in like an actual city, it's like, oh my God, look at this, a plethora, a bouquet of eligible men, and blah, 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 and getting rejected on like 14 dating sites. But down here, we don't really have Tinder. Well, we do. It's basically the back bar at the Parrot. At about like 2 in the morning, about halfway through that second set, you're like, I need to, no. Oh, he has popcorn. How you doing? Yeah. And then if you're, you know, sometimes get a little desperate, you know, there's always Keys SSO. Whatever it's called, like, battery, no, battery knows. Possession, ooh, of what? That's exciting. Oh, mystery. I can bail them out, it's fine. Yeah, so you worry at this point, like, you're just like, whatever. I know my dog. We'll be very happy together. She's gonna live forever. When I miss having a guy or whatevs, by the way, I wrote all this shit like 2 hours ago. Sorry. A little incident happened about a month ago. So you want that boyfriend, you know, the man, the husband to, you know, frolic about the beaches or something, or, you know, hate them, like a lot of my friends hate their husbands and boyfriends, but, you know, good luck to you. You know, and you think about like holidays and all that stuff, but for me, I mean, I'm a pretty brave person. I've jumped out of planes, I've bungee jumped, I've done this shit like 3 times now. But let me tell you, there's some things that scare me a little bit besides, you know, one-on-one conversations with strangers. Small talk, not for me. I was sitting on my couch watching the TV, as I do often. And I look and I see this like little thing, like kind of like crawling around a little bit, and I was like, oh, sweet. I'm like, oh, little Mr. Gecko found his way into my house. Isn't that exciting? Maybe I'll get a discount on insurance. I look over and I'm like, oh my God, and I'm starting to sweat just thinking about it. It was a scorpion. What? Yeah, I live on the 2nd floor. Like, I thought I was free of that. They couldn't climb up. I didn't realize they climbed until, you know, Mr. Hughes is like, they fucking climb. Thanks for your support, Tony. But yeah, so I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So it was like right next to my bedroom door. I run over there, I like boot the cat into the bedroom, shut the door, and it's there, and I don't know what to do. And I call another friend, and I'm like, what do I do? And he's like, do you have a really big book? Drop the book on it. Yeah, that's a fucking great plan. That book will have to stay there until I move. Like, and I'll have to sell my apartment too. Like, you know, what the fuck? So I'm like, oh my God, so my bedroom's over here, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And the dog's here, and she's gotten stung before, and it was like a nightmare, because every time you go to the vet, it's $500 no matter what. Like, but I just needed some treats for her. $500. So I'm like, oh my God. And what happens when you're like, you might want to pause the video for this. So when you're really scared, right? You're like, all of a sudden you're like, oh my God. So I run to the bathroom. Things happened. Lots of things happened. Now the bathroom stays in that corner. The scorpion is over here with his schematics and shit, plotting how he's going to take over my apartment. And I open the door, and he's right there. Like, I'm gonna catch. Which, by the way, what is he gonna do? He's gonna sting me. I'm gonna survive. I don't like things that slither or scurry, though. So then I was like, oh my God, and like ran into the living room. Right? So he's like by my washer and dryer. I don't know, maybe he had a load to do. I don't know. And then I just sitting on the couch with my dog, because now she's afraid of scorpions since the great stinging of 2008. And I'm like, okay, get your shit together, right? You're like a strong, together now woman. Go over there and you kill that thing, or at least like get it out of your apartment. So I go over there, I'm like, okay, I got this, you know? Go over there, it's gone. So I'm pretty sure it's underneath my washer, like plotting how it's gonna take over my world, or laying like hundreds of eggs so that I can form some sort of scorpion army to take over. I don't have a text, I'm gonna do my notes because I'm an amateur. Yeah, so anyway, that's kind of the main reason I need a guy. So, kill those fucking bugs, man. So anyway, as it's been noted tonight, yeah, end of the year, right? 2017's coming, fresh start. All the resolutions start happening with, you know, like, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna get fit, I'm gonna be a better person. I'm not gonna hate every living, breathing soul anymore. Oh wait, that's just mine. So these resolutions happen, and then, you know, you have these friends that really take them to heart, and they see it as like a challenge, right? So, you know, I'm gonna go gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, alcohol-free, fun-free. But let's go out to dinner a lot. Oh sure, that sounds like fun. So you go out to dinner with them, right? And they're like, oh my God, like I can't eat this. I can't eat this or that or this or that. 'Cause gluten and dairy and green, and I'm not eating brown things and blah, 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 right? So then they bring the waitress over, they're like, what is gluten-free, dairy-free, blah, 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 right? Air, that's about it. Air. And this friend of mine would be like, well, how do you prepare the air? And they'd be like, well, we grill it, but can you steam that? So yeah, that's super fun times there. Oh my god, now I'm getting nervous again. Oh my god! I'm looking at my notes. Office Mac. Oh wait. Public. No, that's not it either. Oh my god. Oh, the other people I love are the people that are going to be sober, right? Going to be sober. You know, January 1st, like that's it. Like I'm just going to go sober. You still do a 1-ton brick of cocaine every day. You're not sober, you're just a little hyper, and you're high all the time. But no booze, so kudos to that. I think my friends here, if they're still eating gluten and cheese and dairy, I'd love to have them come up together with me. I can't take that shit anymore. Yeah, I tried to go gluten-free. It worked. Really depressing. I love bread. And everybody has like the dream boards. Guys, you don't know this, but your girlfriend, your wives have a dream board hidden in some closet because we heard it worked like 14 years ago. And you put pictures on it and you're trying to manifest shit. And you know, it was like the perfect guy, lose 100 pounds and save the world and swim with the dolphins. So my dream board is like a bottle of Advil PM with a line through it so that I don't have to use it every night anymore. It is bread because I really miss it a lot. It's a nice comfortable chair because I love to just sit and stare. I lose like time, get up in the morning like, yeah, woo, okay, I got plenty of time, I'm gonna do this and that, or oh fuck, I'm late for work. What happened to that like hour and a half I had earlier? Damn it! Yeah, so good luck with all those resolutions, although we all know in QS we actually made those the day after Fantasy Fest. It's like a week long. Like this week, everybody's like, oh my god, I'm working so much and can't do it, and the people and the traffic, and Fantasy Fest is like, oh my god, I was out till 4 a.m. every night. I need to cleanse and juice and shut up. Maybe if you ate a sandwich, you'd be a little less bitchy. Just but anyway, I think that's all the time I have. I'm gonna get to the parrot. Gotta get to a good space at the back bar, so all the good ones to go. First, I got some fresh popcorn.